Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Kai dropping a brand new video today. Today's video, we're actually going to be taking a look at the top 5 places that Epic Games have removed from Fortnite. Now, this list gets very dope towards the first and second spot. However, we're going to start off with like the first ones being the ones that I least miss, and then going up to like the first spot, which is going to be the place that I most miss. And the first spot, I can't wait to talk about this spot. This spot was the best. But anyway, before getting into it, I want to ask you guys to hit that like button, comment as well your most misplaced in the game, and also subscribe if you're new. And yeah, let's hop into this. And coming in at the number 5 spot, this is the football stadium. The reason this one is so low on the list is because it was only recently removed, and I didn't land there that much anyway. But this place was still super dope. There was a ton of loot here. It was really good if you kind of wanted to ease yourself into the game. So you drop there, you get into like maybe 1 or 2 fights, then you could push over to Pleasant Park, pick up a few more kills there, and then move on closer to Tilted. Coming in at our number 4 spot is actually going to be Moisty Mire. Now this place was dope, especially once they updated it. This is why I don't know why they removed it, because like they updated it in season 4, added a ton of stuff there, and the stuff they added was really dope, and it started to become more attractive to a lot of players. You'd jump there and there would be like 5 players there a lot of the time. But they removed it for some reason. It didn't make too much sense. Like I said, like before season 4, no one went there. Season 4 hits, they update it, quite a few players start going there, and then they remove it. Don't get it, but it was definitely a dope place. I definitely missed that helicopter. A ton of materials at this place. This is why this place is at number. That's why this spot is at the number 4 spot, is because there was tons of materials. Absolute fire place to land if you actually wanted to win the game and build a progression slowly. Like I said, this place is dope. You know, I do miss those massive trees that would give you like 100 wood. But yeah, this place comes in at the number 4 spot. Going into our number 3 spot, we've actually got the prison. Now this is pre-season 4, so when season 4 hit, the whole place got destroyed. So this is before that. This is season 3 prison, when it was, you know, completely functioning. You know, it was pretty dope place back when it was actually one entire building and didn't have an asteroid hit it. This was one of those locations that like your whole squad could jump to, and you'd get into a fight with maybe another squad when you're landing there. And then a lot of the time, at least when we did it, when I used to play with my squad back in the day, we'd leave prison, go over to Moisty, get some mats, and then lead on to the rest of the game, because you could get a ton of brick as well from prison. Absolutely insane place. It used to have a basketball court as well. I just don't get why they removed this place as well, because I really used to enjoy prison. This place had an insane amount of loot, on top of the fact that it had a ton of brick and was really close to Moisty Mire. You could push out. This was like a place where you could push out and not even have to fight anybody from there as well. The same way with Moisty, you know, this was like a low aggression, let's play it smart, let's win the game location to drop. But that is my number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is actually Dusty Depot. Now I was going to put this in the first spot, but there's a different place in the first spot that I think every single one of you will agree, and everybody misses this spot that comes in first. But anyway, we're going to talk about the second spot first. Dusty Depot was absolute dope place. It was like the low-key Tilted, because you jump there, there'd be like 2 guns, there'd be like 12 players all jumping on top of 2 guns, and it would be like, who gets the gun first? And with my luck, I would always land and actually get the gun, but it would end up being a revolver. So there's me like trying to shoot, you know, some potatoes, some chicken heads with a revolver, and there's like 10 of them, and it's so different. Like, I just get so drawn, you know, you can't pick who to shoot. But that was Dusty. It was an absolutely insane place to land. It was so much fun, and this was kind of like just like an OG place, you know. You just smash through it, and if you survived, you'd leave there with like 4 kills, no health left. There was quite a few pallets though, which was probably one of the best parts about landing in this place, because you could generally leave with like 500 wood, but you'd probably leave with no health and horrendous weapons. However, it wasn't really for setting up a really good endgame. It was more just for jumping out of the bus. Hopefully you get the gun. If you do get the gun and you get the kills, you're going to leave with like 5-6 kills, and it didn't take too much skill to get the kills, because usually you were fighting people without a gun. But anyway, that has been Dusty Depot. Coming in at a number 1 spot, this is a place that I miss so much. And I know a ton of other players miss it. Like, oh, this place, you will just be so dope. I used to jump there like tons of times. This was probably one of my favorite places to jump in the entire game before they removed it. And yeah, this is the Salty Factories. Now, people don't talk about this place, and it really upsets me because it's like, this place was so good because there was like 3 buildings. You know, you jump to a building. Usually you'd have like 2 players land with you. So it was like a building per person. There was a ton of pallets. So if you managed to kill, say, the other 2 players that landed there with you, you'd have players rotating in from retail row like all the time, and then you'd kill those players. Then you'd also pick up the players that would be rotating out of Salty. This was a place where you could just go, get your loot, kill the players there, and people would run to you instead of you have to run to them, which was really dope because a lot of the time you'd hit the pallets within the factories, build up a ton of materials after having a really good start of the game, because usually, like I said, you'd get into like 2 or 3 fights when you landed there, so you'd end up with like 2 or 3 kills, and then you'd have an absolute baller of a mid game where you didn't have to push players, but then you build up a ton of materials just from breaking the pallets around the factories. An absolute boss of a place to land. Literally, I hope they add this place back so much. I think they could do as well, because obviously they're doing some stuff with Dusty Divot at the minute where the trees are starting to grow again. Maybe they're going to add the place back. I'm not too sure. I feel like the Salty Factories probably wasn't actually in the divot though. That's the weird thing with Salty Factories, is like it would have been on the edge of where the divot is towards the level ground. So I don't know why they didn't just leave it. But I guess they had to remove it, maybe to do with like loot or whatever. But this place, I think, will return. Honestly, once they because I'm 99% sure they're gonna return Dusty Depot, just because that was like a fan favorite place and tons of people love landing there. There's a good possibility that they could return Salty Factories with that and just make that place the exact same as it was like in Season 3. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, they do that, because this place was an absolute baller place to go. Tons of kills, an absolute boss mid-game, and undoubtedly my favorite place that they've removed from the game. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, comment your favorite place that Epic Games has removed, and we'll see if we can one day hopefully get these places back. Also, subscribe if you are new. Also, to all my existing subs that did watch my video yesterday, I do apologize. There has been a massive setback to the channel. That actually happened today. I was actually recording this gameplay that you're probably seeing right now, and within the game, I don't know if you notice, I'm not sure if I'll leave that part of the gameplay in, but my controller broke, and now it's got some really bad stick drift to where like I could literally put my controller down, not touch it, and my character will just start walking backwards, and then the camera will start panning to the right, and it's really hard to use it, as well as like my crouch button doesn't seem to work properly at the moment. So the right stick, when I press it in, it doesn't seem to work most of the time. Sometimes it does. It's just broken. It's not very good. Like, it's usable, but you can't really play in like a competitive setting with it. I could like obviously scroll through Netflix and pick something out to watch, but I can't play a game with it. But I should guarantee have a new controller within a week's time. Hopefully I get it before that. I'm working on getting it before that because I want to get a new headset as well, which I do plan on doing. So chances are, if there isn't a video tomorrow, then it will have to take a week. However, once that controller arrives, I will go ahead and buy a new headset as well. So we'll do like an unboxing video for my new headset and then a review video. So yeah, guys, I really do apologize for that. But anyway, like I said already, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace.